Hello, everyone. Welcome to another strange and true story in English with real mystery. Let me ask you a question. Do you drink coffee every day, in the morning, or maybe at night? Many people in the world love coffee. It gives you energy, it smells good, and it helps you wake up. But can you imagine this? Long ago, a king said, "No more coffee for anyone." Yes, really. A king tried to stop people from drinking coffee. This is a true story from the Ottoman Empire in the 1600s. Why did he do it? Was coffee dangerous? Or was there another reason? In this video, we will find out. And while we learn this strange history, you will also practice your English. You will learn new words. You will practice listening. And please, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot, and it keeps these fun stories coming. Are you ready to go back in time? Let's begin. Do you love coffee? I do. I drink it every morning. But have you ever asked, where did coffee come from? Long ago, in Ethiopia, people saw goats dancing. Yes, dancing goats. Why? Because they ate red beans from a special tree. Those beans had energy. They were coffee beans. People in Ethiopia started to boil the beans and drink the dark liquid. They felt more awake, more alive. Then coffee traveled to Yemen. In Yemen, people drank coffee to stay awake during long prayers. It became a holy drink, a smart drink. It was not just a drink. It was a ritual. And then, something big happened. Coffee came to Istanbul, the capital of the powerful Ottoman Empire. People in the city were curious. What is this strong, bitter drink? They tried it, and boom, they loved it. The Ottoman Empire was one of the biggest and strongest empires in the world. It started in 1299 and ended in 1923. It included many countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa. Its capital was Istanbul, and yes, it was the land of sultans, palaces, and power. People in the empire loved coffee. Coffee was new, exciting, and social. Men met in coffee houses. They drank coffee, talked about politics, read books, and played games. But the Sultan was watching. His name was Murad IV. He became Sultan at just 11 years old. He grew up in a time of danger with many enemies. He wanted order, power, and control. And he didn't like coffee. Why? Because coffee houses were more than just places to drink. They were places to talk, to think, and sometimes to complain about the Sultan. He believed coffee was making people too free, and that was a problem. So what did he do? He banned it. Coffee was now illegal. So, coffee was banned. But did people stop drinking it? No way. They loved coffee too much. People drank it at home. They drank it in dark places. They whispered, "Want to have coffee tonight?" But Sultan Murad IV was serious. He wanted to stop this. So, he made a plan. He created secret coffee police. Yes, really. Soldiers dressed like normal people. They walked around the city, listening and watching. If they saw someone drinking coffee, they arrested them. Sometimes they beat them, And sometimes it was worse. Murad was very strict. Some stories say he walked around in secret. He wore simple clothes, like normal people. Nobody knew he was the Sultan. But if he saw someone with coffee, he took out his sword. Yes, he killed people for drinking coffee. It sounds crazy, right? Just imagine, you take a sip of coffee, and boom, the Sultan is behind you. It was a dark night in Istanbul. The streets were quiet, but something was happening in secret. A man walked to a small house and knocked on the door. Knock, knock, knock. The door slowly opened. Inside, there was music, quiet voices, and the smell of coffee. Even though coffee was banned, people still found ways to drink it. They loved coffee too much to stop. These secret meetings happened in small houses, in back rooms, or even underground. They were hidden places where people could talk, relax, and drink together. People sat in circles. They shared stories. They played music. They read poems. And they drank strong, hot coffee with joy and with risk. Women also joined these gatherings. In fact, in the Ottoman Empire, coffee was very important for women. There was even a law. If a husband didn't bring coffee home, his wife could ask for a divorce. Yes, really. Coffee was not just a drink. It was part of life. So even though it was dangerous, people didn't stop. They believed in the power of coffee and the power of connection. Years passed. Sultan Murad IV grew older. He ruled the empire with a strong hand. He banned many things: alcohol, tobacco, and of course, coffee. But then, one day, he died. Murad IV died in 1640. He was only 27 years old. After his death, the world began to change. A new sultan came. His name was Ibrahim, and he had different ideas. Slowly, people started drinking coffee in public again. Coffee houses opened their doors. The smell of fresh coffee filled the air. Coffee was free again. People were happy. They met in coffee houses once more. They laughed, read books, talked about the world. Coffee became an important part of life in Istanbul and in many other cities. Later, coffee traveled to Europe. It went to Italy, France, England, and then all around the world. Today we drink coffee in the morning. We drink it with friends. We drink it when we study or work. And maybe, just maybe, we remember the time when a sultan tried to stop it all. So next time you drink your coffee, think about this strange story. A king tried to ban it, but people loved it too much. Coffee survived. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this strange story about coffee and power. You practiced English. You learned new words. And you learned a fun part of history. Now tell me in the comments, do you love coffee? Would you stop drinking it if your president said so? See you in the next story.